Brad Stevens has been a great general manager for the Boston Celtics as he hired a great defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. Then he traded for Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon. And lastly, he signed Danilo Gallinari. We thought that the Boston Celtics offseason was going to be done, but now Brad Stevens is interested in getting Kevin Durant. He asked the Brooklyn Nets for Kevin Durant, and in return, he offered them Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and one first-round pick. But the Brooklyn Nets rejected the trade, and the Brooklyn Nets offered the Celtics Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, a rotational player, and multiple first-round picks. Now, that rotational player could be Derek White, Grant Williams, or Peyton Pritchard. And the Boston Celtics would also have to give up multiple picks in this trade. Although it may seem like the Boston Celtics are giving up too much in this trade, it is actually not that bad of a trade if you think about it. There are many good arguments to show that the Boston Celtics should make this trade for Kevin Durant. The first reason why the Boston Celtics should make this trade for Kevin Durant is that Jason Tatum can't be the number one option on a championship team. We saw last year how much he struggled with the Boston Celtics when the Warriors' defense was very focused on him. Many times he struggled, and he only averaged 20.5 points per game on 37% from the field, while in the regular season, he averaged a great 26 points per game on way better efficiency. You may be thinking that Kevin Durant is washed because of his playoff series in the first round against the Boston Celtics. But we can't just make a stupid claim like that. Kevin Durant still averaged 29.9 points per game that season, and the Boston Celtics had a great game plan against the Brooklyn Nets and Kevin Durant. Every player had to play their role very well in order to slow down Kevin Durant from scoring 30 points per game. So they did that. And let's be honest, every superstar has had bad playoff series before. Stephen Curry in 2016 against the Cavaliers had a bad playoff series. But that doesn't really matter in my opinion. And LeBron James had a bad playoff series against the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals when he got outscored by Jason Terry. So we shouldn't be overreacting to this Kevin Durant playoff series against the Boston Celtics. Another reason why the Boston Celtics should get Kevin Durant is because Jaylen Brown can become a free agent next season. And the media, the Boston Celtics fans, and the Boston Celtics franchise thinks that Jason Tatum is the best player on the team, even though Jaylen Brown played better than him in the NBA playoffs and has been more reliable than him in the NBA finals. So, maybe Jaylen Brown is mad about that. And he tweeted SMH, which means shaking my head, when the Boston Celtics news came out that they are trying to trade for Kevin Durant. So he may want to go to a new team, and he will probably get a lot more money on a new team and become the best player on that team and show how good he is to the Boston Celtics. So instead of just letting Jaylen Brown leave for nothing, maybe the Celtics should just trade for Kevin Durant. Although the last couple of points are valid points, I actually Source on Jalen Brown's reaction to trade news. He loves it in Boston. He was 2 games away from a championship. He's happy and looking forward to coming back. Like Kawhi, AD, and others on that level, he's going to be included in every report because of who he is. So, this indicates that Jalen Brown is actually happy to be in Boston and be the second option for the Boston Celtics. And in free agency, he'll probably re-sign with the Boston Celtics and not sign with another team. So why not keep Jalen Brown as he probably has 7 years more of his prime. And he hasn't even hit his prime yet. He probably will get even more better in the future. Whilst Kevin Durant has only 3 years of his prime left. I think it's safe to assume at the age of 36, he's going to start declining and will become a worse player. Maybe things with Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant won't work out in the first season. Plus, Kevin Durant gets injured a lot, and Jalen Brown does not get injured as many times as Kevin Durant. So I don't think it's a good idea for the Boston Celtics to trade for Kevin Durant. Plus, Marcus Smart will have to be included in this trade, but he's the Defensive Player of the Year, and you're already giving up Jalen Brown. And the Celtics also have to give up a rotational player, and that's probably one Derek White or Grant Williams, 2 players that really helped them out in the NBA playoffs. So this trade will straight up not be worth it for the Boston Celtics. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and peace out.